Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim, and today we have a full baseball card, something we won't get tomorrow, and then we get 2 games in the NHL, 2 games in the NBA. So we have a decent card for today. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, quick recap of yesterday, and it was another down day for me, unfortunately. Baseball has been kicking my ass a little bit as of late. That's one thing I have noticed, and it's very frustrating because that's supposed to be my bread and butter, and it's been not very good lately. Started off, I don't know how the hell it lost, but the Cleveland Guardians, game 1 was a loser. They were up, 8-5 in the 7th inning, gave up 4 runs. No, they were up 8-6. They scored 6 in the 7th and went up 8-6, and then scored and then gave up 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th to give up that game. That was frustrating. Texas' first 5 was easy. The Rays were not. Same with the Padres. First 5 over 4.5 with Baltimore was easy. That was nice there. Chicago Cubs' first 5 run line was a loser. Kansas City run line was a loser. Cardinals money line was a winner on the over 9, and the Mets game was a loser. So down 3.55 units in the NHL yesterday. Split out in the NBA. As I only bet that first game, I had Cleveland spread minus 7.5. That lost, but I had the Cleveland team total over 118.5, and that won by a point. As they lose 120 to 119. They put up 21 points in the 4th quarter to make me sweat that team total over. So that was so much fun there. And broke out the brooms last night in the NHL. Carolina and Edmonton. Get this, Tim. Ready? I won an overtime game.
What?
Yeah. Sometimes I believe in miracles. I won an overtime game last night. Jacob Slavin with the game winner for those Carolina Hurricanes as they cashed the minus 130. And then the Edmonton Oilers came back from down 2-0 to win 4-2 last night. That Oilers team, I think it's pretty simple. If the Oilers go down a goal, live bet them. If they go down 2 goals, live bet them. This team is relentless. They are, they're just a powerhouse. And there's a reason why I continue to back the Edmonton Oilers throughout these playoffs. And I think I would probably back them all the way through the Stanley Cup at this point. I think if Canada is going to win a cup, it's going to come from the orange and blue in Alberta. So they took care of business there. So overall, a down day. But thanks to the NHL, it was better than it was not as bad as a day.
I will say yesterday was down 2.76 on the site. And honestly, if one or two things, there was one game that could have flipped. And that's the first one we'll talk about. The Dodgers and the Marlins went to extra innings, tied at 4. Did not get over the 9.5. Marlins scored in the bottom half, and that was it. That was frustrating. I will say Texas run line got there. That was nice, plus 140. Another home team in the NBA blows a big lead, and it was Cleveland. They are now down 0-2 heading to Indiana. Very concerning for the Cavaliers. And I'm pretty sure my Cavs to win the East ticket is not looking too great. And I believe if I go and look up on Bovada, which is kind of where I like to look at all my odds stuff, NBA series prices, the Indiana Pacers are now favored at minus 195. to win it to make it out.
Wow, that's it.
Yeah. Another crazy thing: the Warriors are up 1-0 in the series. Timberwolves are still minus 165.
That checks out.
Boston still minus 360. Thunder still minus 320. We'll talk about those two series today. Carolina puck line.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to take a shot with it. You know what? I was not going to lay minus 130. That's just not my style of capping. So it is what it is. I'm not overly concerned about it. Tampa Bay money line, loser. San Diego, at least we took the run line. It was a loser, but it wasn't awful. Because I know they were minus like 125 or something on the money line. I'd rather lose it that way. Over in the Minnesota game, Minnesota puts the over by themselves. Man, the Cubbies. They had the winning run at third base in the bottom of the 10th inning. They lose 14-5. Yeah, interesting. Kansas City run line doesn't get there. Walk-off hit by Bobby Wood Jr. Cardinals get there on the backs of Alec Burleson. And the under in the Golden State game was easy. Because holy shit, what an ugly game there. You look at it, there was 38 points scored in the first quarter. I'm like, oh, wow, that's a really low-scoring quarter. There was 37 points scored in the second quarter. And then there was 37 points scored in the fourth quarter. Jesus, what an ugly game. Golden State wins by double digits and scores 99. Woo. This is not the same Warriors team that was winning championships, but they're scary. The Warriors are scary because they are playing defensive. Now, Curry's out, possibly long term. That's probably why the T-Wolves are still favored to win the series.
Yeah.
Because I believe if we go to Thursday, wow, Minnesota's a 10-point favorite on Thursday. I might take Golden State again. I might take Golden State plus the 10. First full game without Curry. But geez.
That line's ridiculous.
And I will take the over in that game.
So what about a Warriors team total?
Oh no, well, yes and no, because I also look at it. You know how well Minnesota shot last night?
Not good at all.
They shot 17% from the three from beyond the arc. 5 for 29. You're not going to win a basketball game that way. Not to mention 34 for 86 from the field. That's 40%. In order to win a game, you have to be hitting at 50% plus. That being said, 39% for Golden State. But on the contrary, they went 18 for 42 from beyond the arc. So that's why they were able to get that one done. Crazy series, crazy game or ugly game, whatever. Got the win there, but down 2.76 units. I already got my NBA plays put up on the site. I know I have one bet and I'm going to root against it, but it is what it is.
Fair.
Let's go say hi to the chat where Coyote is here early. There is the contest. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Tim. How are you guys doing this morning? We're good. Morning. Let's go, Canes. They didn't cover the puck line, so screw the Canes.
Yeah, I'm very invested in them to win the series. So for right now, I'll agree with that. I think they can win the cup this year now.
Blocked Rob. Oh, don't block Rob. Twins minus 2.5 cash, and of course the Tigers got my money back in the rain app. There you go. It's up by 6. Mick Draisaitl.
Yeah.
That was sad to see because I know my Vegas bet was up 2-0 in that game, and all of a sudden garbage. Down 3.1 units in the MLB, 4 and 10, but at least I got some double props to make it up. There you go. That's not terrible. I got destroyed the last 2 days in the MLB. You're not the only one.
Yep.
Yeah, Nick, you're not special. Go follow Coyote on X. I've retweeted some of his stuff, so yes, go follow Coyote. Only NHL play that hit was the Canes. Don't tell the world that secret.
Which one?
I don't know. Recap MLB contest.
I'm currently updating the standings. I forgot to do the last 2 days, so I'm currently updating from from 2 days ago. I will hopefully have, and I just finished updating from 2 days ago. I will hopefully have the full updated standings in a minute. Coyote, you said you went 4-10 down 3.1.
Yeah. Anyone love the Nuggets video getting posted for the free pick? LOL. I will say that's on me. I uploaded it. I wasn't really even thinking. I thought I downloaded the free pick video. I did not. So I just noticed that this morning. Cleveland sports, at least the Guards got one. I split on that one. I took the Nationals both games. I'm taking Minnesota. With the recent hire of Eric Stahl as a special assistant to general manager, I'm reminded the Sabres are one step closer to the ultimate prize.
Ladies and gentlemen, find someone who loves you the way the real deal Prime loves the Sabres, and you'll be well off.
Sorry, but thank goodness. On the new channel, you should really break down pitchers and upcoming pitchers.
Yes, that was one series I was actually looking at doing. Was whenever we hear a pitcher getting called up to the major leagues for his first career start, I'm going to do a breakdown on them. It'll be like a 4 or 5 minute video, but I will break down their pitch mix, their statistics from the minor leagues, and everything along those lines.
Eric Stahl's a Hall of Famer. Hell yeah. Not for the Sabres, obviously. Morning, gentlemen. Morning, Untouchable. Utah Mammoth.
Yeah, the Utah Mammoth. That was awesome. I think the logo is cool. Outlaws, I think, could have been better, but I'm fine with the Mammoth, though.
I still wanted the Storm and Mormons, but that's not.
The Storm and Mormons would have been great, but that was never happening.
More underdogs, upsets, and trash ball playoffs. Dude, the second round has actually been a lot of fun. Minus the first game against but with Golden State, that game was kind of boring. The other games in the playoffs have actually been kind of fun.
Yeah.
In the second round. My team only cares about me. I like the new name for Utah. That game sucked. Caps couldn't steal that game, and Aho tanked my parlay. Oof. What teams play in the NHL? Do you know what teams? Yeah, we know what teams. We're going to talk about them later. Yep, that's correct. I should have kept the Orioles off my card. 4-1 on the Murphys. Do I like the X name? Go for it, dude. I don't hate it. I know it's a hockey term, so there you go. That's great. That'll be great. How consistent will you be on that channel?
I'm going to shoot for at least 2 to 3 videos a week. It's not going to be an everyday thing, but a few videos a week is definitely one. At least the power rankings, I think, will be every Monday.
Here you go. I want to watch Shopping Minds Day. Tell everyone. Okay. Where can I find Nick's weather reports for baseball games when he leaves the show? I will try to find that stuff for you. I said the Pacers' odds were disrespectful. Yeah, I figured would bounce back after a shitty game, but I was wrong. What are the odds for the Cavs to win the series now? Plus 165. Police in hockey terms. Mammoth is meh to me. That's fair. All right, Nick. Baseball time?
Yep. All right, let me. I was continuing to just grade the plays for the contest. Let's get into it, though. We have the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Washington Nationals. We have the Guardians minus 115 road favorites with a total of 9 in this game. Taking a look at the line history in this one here. And trying to find the game. Here we go. This game takes place in about an hour and 20 minutes at 12:05. Line opened up minus 125 for the Cleveland Guardians. It's down to a 110. Line opened up at a 9 at minus 112. It's now 9 at minus 117. Now, looking at it for me, I am looking at 2 plays in this game because what did we see yesterday from these 2 teams?
Oh, yeah, doubleheader.
There you go. We have Logan Allen taking on Michael Soroka. Logan Allen, 4.02 ERA, 1.53 WHIP. I forgot to get up the cash flow there. I'll load that up in a second. 6.32 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%. 4.31 walks per nine, a 3.03 BABIP, a 4.34 FIP, and a 5.08 SIERA. On the flip side, Michael Soroka, 7.2 ERA, 1.20 WHIP, 5.4 strikeouts per nine, which is 14%. 1.8 walks per nine, a 250 BABIP, a 5.06 FIP, and a 4.39 SIERA. Bullpen edge, Cleveland. Hitting edge, Cleveland, 104 WRC plus, which is 17th, compared to 83, which is 19th. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game here, we have 71% tickets and 81% cash on the Guardians as those lines moving towards the Nationals. And this one here, 79% of tickets and 70% of the cash on the over in this one as well. I wanted to take a look at what the bullpen usage looked like for these two teams, because I feel like the last time I did an angle like this, they pulled Michaelis out of after 84 pitches, which stunned me. They absolutely should probably be looking to get Soroka to go as long as possible. Everybody but Cole Henry pitched in the bullpen yesterday. 10 from Rutledge, 14 from Chafin, 18 from Sims, 19 from Finnegan, 22 from Ferrier, 25 from Lopez, 93 from Lord. On the flip side, for the Guardians yesterday, let me scroll up to the Guardians. The Guardians went through, where are you? There we go. These are my bullpen as well. 26 from Cade Smith, 17 from Gaddis, 29 from Junis, 18 from Heron. The only pitchers that didn't throw yesterday, Colby Allard, who threw 53 pitches on Saturday, and Emmanuel Clase didn't throw yesterday. He's not thrown the last 2 days. Jody Cantillo threw 10, and Matt Festa threw 9. So both bullpens were used a decent amount yesterday. I think this is a spot where, once again, I think you just go. I would like to just go to my system play here and take both pitchers over their outs, because I do think that they're going to push these two pitchers to go probably further than they should. So Michael Soroka, I'm a little juicy here, but it's 14.5. A little expensive here, but okay. Minus 145, over 14.5 outs for Michael Soroka. And then on the other side, it is Logan Allen, which his outs are 15.5. And the best available number for that is minus 125 on Bet365. I'm going to go lock both those in now. Michael Soroka over 14.5 outs, minus 145. Logan Allen over 15.5 outs, minus 125.
I'm going to stick to what I've bet the entire series so far. Give me the Washington Nationals. This is Soroka's second appearance of the year. He has not pitched in over a month, but I look at this one. I like this Washington team. You know I like this Washington team. Obviously, they're not to the spot that I want them to be. So I do want them to. I do want to see more from them. But this is a team that I'm going to be backing a bunch throughout the year, just because I think they're going to have a decent year. And I think they're a little bit undervalued. And the line like this tells me Nationals could win, considering that a team that's 6 games over 500 and a team that's 3 games under, and it's a pick'em. I would expect this one to be a little bit bigger of a favorite for Cleveland, especially I would be more confident in Cleveland if they were a bigger number. I guess that would make sense, but the fact that it's like this tells me Washington wins this game and wins the series.
Fair. I'm just going to look at pitcher props.
I don't work today. Over 9, Guardians money line. Nice. A MLB livecast. When are we doing an MLB livecast?
Well, this game starts at 12:05.
For Friday. At this point, whatever. If you're going to just keep pushing it off, whatever. We don't care. We don't need to know that whether or not you're going to enter it. It doesn't make a difference. Has ESPN ever done a live bet stream? Yes, but not for a long time. I remember Nick used to do with Dave 12-hour streams on college football Saturday. So yes, we've done streams like that before. Guardians game under 9. Cleveland money line under 9. It's been a while though. Yes. Vegas first period over. Man, I do love me some NHL. Hell yeah, dude. Unfortunately, Vegas didn't win the game. I was kind of hoping they would win the game, but hey, you got your first period over. There you go. Razor. Logan Allen over outs. Yes, because of the doubleheader yesterday. Nerfy and the Nats first 5. Go for it. NHL is everyone's favorite sport to bet on, or to bet on. It just is. It's so easy. No, MLB is the best. MLB is my favorite. MLB is my favorite battle. NHL by far. Do a poll. I'll do a poll in the chat for sure for you guys. You guys use them for college football. Yes, you used to do the live streams. Yeah, I never tuned in. I gotcha. $400 Gambler's First Glance MLB, the Nationals on the money line. I love it. Love it. Yes. Tim, do you know who's pitching for the Milwaukee Brewers today? I do know who's pitching for the Milwaukee Brewers today. Let's talk about that game.
There we go. Houston Astros, Milwaukee Brewers. Astros minus 135 favorites, total of 7.5 in this game. Taking a look at the line history in this one here. Framer Valdez taking on Quinn Priester. Line opened up at a 130. It's down to a 126 for the Astros, so a slight move towards these Brew Crew in this one here. Line opened up at an 8. It's down to a 7.5, so we move towards the under here as well. Line, we have 45% of tickets and 54% of cash on the Brewers, and the line's moving towards them, making them kind of appealing in this game. 88 and 85 is on the over in this one as well. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, Quinn Priester versus Framer Valdez. Valdez has not been the greatest. I do expect better from him. 4.39 ERA, 1.27 whip, 8.12 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 3.29 walks per nine, 292 BABIP, but 3.77 FIP, and a 3.84 SIERA. On the flip side, Quinn Priester, 5.79 ERA, 1.76 whip, 6.56 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%, 6.17 walks per nine, a 3.06 BABIP, a 5.33 FIP, and a 5.31 SIERA. Bullpen edge, Houston. Hitting edge, Houston. 93 WRC plus, which is 23rd, compared to 75, which is 22nd, which makes this really confusing why this line's moved towards the Brewers and the sharp money coming in on the Brewers when all my numbers like the Astros. So this is, I think, one of those games where I'm going to pass. My X's and O's say Astros. The market says Brewers, and not everything correlates for me in this spot. So it'll be a pass here for me.
I was kind of looking Brewers. I know me and you have different opinions on this, but I am not. I'm not high on the Houston Astros this year. I'm just not. They are now a game under 500. Although I am a little bit annoyed from yesterday's game because I had the Brewers on the run line. They won 4-3. But hey, you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. I'm not worried about it. I still believe at the end of the year, the Houston Astros are going to be a 4th place team in the division. Seattle is better than them. The Oakland Athletics, who are currently in a play-in spot or a wild card spot, are better than them. The Texas Rangers are better than them. The only team that I could say that the Houston Astros are better than in their division is the Angels, and that does not really say much at all. It's a Brewers team that, even though I am a big advocate I was a big advocate in the beginning of the year for the Cubs. Brewers are a close second. And I think that's going to be a 2-horse race the entire year.
Okay, sleep on the Reds. That's cool.
Once again, when we did our thing, I said the Reds were a year away. They need a little bit more. But I like this Brewers team to get the job done today. Plus 115 on the money line. I'll back the Brewers.
Look, I will be staying off this one here.
Nick, is Dave still doing his channel?
No, not at the moment.
There you go. Brewers money line, Brew Crew plus money, Astros run line. You know, if you're going to bet the Astros, run line it. I agree. If you're going to bet the Astros, you got to run line it. Pass. I'm going with the Astros. Shocker. Eileen Yerfi Valdez is awful this year. Don't hate it. All right, Nick. Now this is about the right line for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
No kidding. We had the Cardinals. They're minus 170 favorite to the total of 7.5 in this game. Taking a look at the line history here between Mitch Keller and Sonny Gray. Line opened up at a 146. Immediately went to a 158. Then after that, it's gone all the way up to a 175. A massive move towards the St. Louis Cardinals. Line opened up at a 7.5 at minus 115, so 7.5 minus 111. So I move towards the under here as well. Taking a look at the cash flow, 79% of tickets and 88% of the cash is on the Cardinals, and this line's moving drastically towards them. It all makes sense. 78% of tickets and 60% of cash is on the over. Yet this line is, I believe, moving towards the under, if I remember right. Yes, it's moved a few cents towards the under in this game. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here. Mitch Keller and Sonny Gray. Keller, 4.38 ERA, 1.36 whip, 6.69 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%, 2.77 walks per 9, and 304 BABIP, a 3.81 FIP, and a 4.42 SIERA. On the flip side, Sonny Gray, 4.12 ERA, 1.19 whip, 8.92 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 2.29 walks per 9, a 298 BABIP, a 3.98 FIP, and a 3.56 SIERA. Bullpen edge, Cardinals. Hitting edge, Cardinals. 109 WRC plus, which is 11th, compared to 81, which is 29th in baseball. I do think the Cardinals win this game. I don't think that's really saying too much, though. I kind of like Mitch Keller to pitch okay, though. I think Mitch Keller can be fine enough in this game. I think this total's low for a reason. This is under or no bet for me. And maybe I do look to add the under in this game. And if I do, I need to take a look whether or not I would like to do it first 5 or full game. But I think the only way I'll really look in this game is under the total.
See, I feel like at this line, I feel like there might actually be some value on Pittsburgh. But is it something I feel like I need to get to? No. I like the other 2 earlier games a little bit better. Man, I want a bit of Pittsburgh here. Because I think that this line's a little bit wide, because I'm not high on St. Louis at all this year. Even though St. Louis is a game bad. St. Louis is the same record as the Reds, Nick. There you go. Pittsburgh's 13 games under and 1-9 in their last 10 games. I feel like this would be a line that would be okay back in Pittsburgh. I think there's enough value on the money line there, but I'm not going to today.
Interesting. Looks like these bullpens are pretty fresh and ready to go. And both these teams have an off day tomorrow, so it's all hands on deck type of thing for these bullpens.
Yep.
I think that this game goes under, and I would like to move on it here. And I can get the under 7.5 at minus 110 over on Fanatics. I'm going to move on it there. Under 7.5 here in this game.
There you go. Oh, Nick, real quick before I go to the chat, I have Twitter open.
Yeah.
And this day in Mets history,
Bartolo Colon.
No, well, yes, but this post just sounds so crazy. 5/7/2010, and this is just going to show how shitty that year was by the names. With a go-ahead run on third base and 2 outs, Ike Davis makes an incredible catch while flipping over into the Mets dugout. In the bottom half of the inning, Rod Barajas hits a 2-run homer to become the first Met to hit a walk-off home run at Citi Field.
Rod Barajas. All right.
Rod Barajas. Anyways, I saw that. I thought that was hilarious. Anyways. And that just shows with the names there. Woof. Oh, wait. I went 5-10. Cardinals run line. Had Cards money line. Let me redo my record. 5-10 minus 2 units. Sorry, missed the Cards money line.
Okay. You're on.
I'll make sure to leave a like. That's a nice surprise if you could fix it. Thanks.
Yep. I haven't fully updated everything yet.
Catching Fallen Knights, a knife with Pirates. Pass. Or your mom. Oh, leave a like or your mom was a hoe. Cardinals run line. Let's keep on rolling.
Yeah, we have the Cubbies taking on the Giants. Minus 140 for the Cubbies, total of 7 in this game. Taking a look at the line history here between Ben Brown and Robbie Ray. Line opened up 120. It's all the way to a 145 now. The Cubs just continue to get bet every day. They get bet up, it feels like, every day. But I understand why. Line opened up 7 minus 108. It's now 7 minus 110. Taking a look at the cash flow, 55% tickets and 53% of cash from the Cubs. And the line's moving dramatically towards them. 95 and 93 on the over in this one here. We have Ben Brown taking on Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray, 3.05 ERA, 1.25 whip, 9.63 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 4.93 walks per nine, a 242 BABIP, a 4.26 FIP, and a 4.21 SIERA. On the flip side, Ben Brown, 4.88 ERA, 1.66 whip, 10.05 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 4.02 walks per nine, a 380 BABIP, but a 3.7 FIP and a 3.81 SIERA, suggesting some positive aggression coming his way. Bullpen edge, Giants. Hitting edge, Cubbies, 141 WRC plus, which is number 2 in baseball against lefties, compared to 105, which is 15th. I think the Cubbies get to Robbie Ray in this game. But you guys know my thoughts on this Cubbies bullpen. They are a first 5 or nothing team. And I think I would like to get involved with the Cubbies here, probably laying half in the first 5 again. This is a Cubbies team that I think they could put up some runs. They are one of the best teams against left-handed pitching in baseball. I do have Robbie Ray projected for a little bit of negative aggression. He's thrown to a 3.05 ERA, but his FIP and his SIERA is in the 4s. So I expect some negative aggression from him there. So Cubbies first 5 run line for me here on this game.
I'm going the same way. And I feel like I'm always betting the Cubs, but I feel like there's always a reason for me to bet the Cubs. This is once again a team that I have very high in my power rankings. And I will say I'll have to take the Cubs on the run line here. And that's plus 158. So nice little juicy run line to start the day. But this is a Cubs team that I think with our first power rankings video is going to be number 2 in baseball. I think it's Dodgers, Cubs, Mets right now. I feel like that's kind of the correct order for it at the moment. But correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to keep backing this Cubs team.
Sure. Yeah, and I'm going to when I do back this Cubs team, I'll just stick to the first 5 because that bullpen. You wonder why Cubs games are so exciting these days. That bullpen is god awful. And it just makes me want to fade or not back from full game. I think that would be the main reason why they won't be the best team in baseball is that bullpen.
That's fair. Thanks, Nick. Cubs money line, Giants money line, Cubbies run line, team total. There you go. Let's keep on rolling, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Oakland Athletics taking on the Seattle Mariners, minus 145 for the Mariners, total of 9 in this game. We get to go see the rookie again, the young guy, Gunnar Hoglund for these Athletics. Line opened up at a 130. It got only to a 150. It's back down to a 130 though. So we've had no line movement, a little bit of U-shaped line movement in this game. Line opened up 118 to the over 9. It's now minus 125 to the over 9, suggesting that maybe we see a little bit of vulnerability with Mr. Wu here. 71% tickets and 69% cash is on the Mariners. The line has come back. There's been buyback on the Athletics. And then we have 75% tickets and 66% of the cash is on the over in this game. Taking a look at the line, or not the line history, the pitching matchup here. We have Brian Woo, 2.58 ERA, 0.83 WHIP, 8.92 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%. 1.64 walks per nine, and 224 BABIP, but 2.72 FIP and a 3.28 SIERA. Gunnar Hoglund's only thrown 1 start, but he was really solid in it. He ended up throwing to a 1.5 ERA in that game. He was really strong. His FIP was 2.9 and SIERA at 1.86. I'm not going to go too in deep on him because there's very limited sample size. Bullpen edge goes towards the Athletics right now. Because other than Munoz in that bullpen for the Mariners, it's a lot of question marks for me. Hitting edge is a significant one towards the Mariners, 129 WRC plus, which is number 1 in baseball, compared to 108, which is 12th. I don't know what to do with this game. I don't. I guess I kind of lean Oakland if I had to bet anything in this game. But here's the beauty of it. You don't have to bet every game. So for me, it's no play.
Give me the Athletics every single day, like I've been doing. I believe it's pretty profitable. I know I keep saying, "Oh, I have to do this. I have to do that." I actually have to sit down and do it, which I will. I know I keep saying that, but Oakland every day, and you'll see that. You'll see that on the site for now on, starting maybe today. But athletics every single day, plus 125 on the money line, and then team total Butler and Rooker. But their hitting keeps getting better as the game goes on. Yep.
Yes, that's fair.
No, I do not have my A's record. No, I do not. Woo woo, Mariners. Woo, Seattle. Woo, woo, woo. All right, Nick. Maybe this is the bounce back spot for the Mets because I will say I had Arizona run line yesterday, so I was. Hey, sometimes you gotta know when to fade your team.
Yep. And this will be the last game of the road trip for the Mets, and this is the last game of a 13 straight days and 26 games in 27 days.
Yeah.
So finally they can get that type of day off tomorrow, which of course they're going to be traveling back to New York.
Yep.
Line opened up at a 118, so I'm on minus 119 for the Mets, so a 1 cent line movement towards them. Line opened up 9 at plus 105, so 9.5 minus 110, which is an interesting number with Kodai Senga on the mound, suggesting that there could be some negative regression from him. 76% to get 73%. Cash is on the over. 71 and 72 is on the Mets. So the money's coming in on the Mets and the over in this game. The line is moving slightly towards the Mets, and the line is moving towards the over. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here in this one, we have Kodai Senga and Merrill Kelly. Senga, 1.38 ERA, 1.16 whip, 8.54 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%. 3.31 walks per 9, a 294 BABIP, a 2.76 whip, and a 3.88 SIERA. On the flip side, Merrill Kelly with a 4.06 ERA, 1.06 whip, 6.45 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%. 2.87 walks per 9, a 213 BABIP, a 4.39 FIP, and a 4.47 SIERA. Bullpen edge, Mets. Hitting edge, Diamondbacks, 118 WRC plus, which is fourth against righties compared to 110, which is ninth for the Mets. I think we do see some runs in this game. I think the line moving towards the over is kind of indicative of that. I want to take a look at what these bullpens look like because the Mets bullpen's got to be running on fumes. Luckily for the Mets yesterday, it was only Jose Buttel who threw 39 pitches. Everyone else had a day off, and they all get a day off tomorrow. So this could be one of those all hands on deck type of games. Reed Garrett's done too. He threw on Sunday and Monday. So did Brazoban. So did Diaz. So maybe we'll probably see some Max Kranick in this game. Some Genesis Cabrera, some Ryan Stanek is my guess. Those would be the first three out of the bullpen. If the Mets get what they want today, it's probably Senga for the first 6 innings, and then they hand it off to Genesis Cabrera, Max Kranick, and Ryan Stanek. I think that's if it all goes to plan for the Mets today. I think those are the pitchers you see. And you give Garrett 2 days off, you give Brazoban 2 days off, you give Diaz 2 days off. If it all goes to plan, but who knows if it does. I'm looking over, and I'm kind of looking Mets team total over as well because I think they can get to Merrill Kelly. I'm not as high on Merrill Kelly as you are. His numbers and his advanced stats are meh. Not anything to make me think that is an elite starting pitcher or that's a solid starting pitcher. It's an average starting pitcher. So I'm going to shop around here. I think I'm going to grab the Mets team total over and the full game over here in the spot.
Yes. Trust me, I am higher on Merrill Kelly because the thing is, Nick, I like to look at their stats individually, like game by game rather than their over the long season. I think everybody is very hesitant with Merrill Kelly because they see that 4.06 ERA. Dude, this guy has let up two earned runs or less in 6 out of the 7 games he started. Why is his ERA so high? 9 earned runs in 3 2/3 at Little League Yankee Stadium. That's it. That's the only reason why his ERA is so high. So yes, I know you say I'm not as high as you are, Tim, but Merrill Kelly is a good pitcher. And I believe, if I remember right, Merrill Kelly versus Mets. I believe he has it. Oh, no, he has not been good against the Mets. He's pitched 5 times against the Mets. Granted, the last time he faced the Mets was in 2013. 2023. 2023.
I was going to say, damn, that's a long time ago.
In that game, he struck out 7 in 5 innings, allowed 7 earned runs, 6 hits. 4 walks. He was not good in that game. That's Gallen that has the awesome numbers versus the Mets.
Yep.
Merrill Kelly's 1-4 with a 5.23 ERA and 34 strikeouts in 5 appearances against the Mets. I am going to be on the Mets today. And I've been on the right side of this series all 3. Oh, no, I did not bet game 1. I was on Arizona last night. I think this is the Mets spot today.
I moved on the Mets team total over 4.5 minus 130 and the full game over 9.5 minus 105.
And I can get Mets run line at plus 130. So let's go ahead and roll with the Mets here.
I like it.
Sorry, I was just putting it up on the site. Ice X is laughing. D-backs. I know you like the D-backs. Over 9.5. You know how much I love my Mets, Nerfies. I'm loving the value I've been getting on them recently. There you go. Go D-backs, but I'm passing. Go Mets. Screw your D-backs. I'm rooting for my futures here. I know you are. And everybody loved the Mets win total under. So there you go. Talk about a bounce back spot, Nick. Dodgers just lost in extra innings.
Yeah. We have the Dodgers minus 225 favorites with a total of 10 in this game. We have Landon Knack versus Valente Belozo. If you want to lay minus 225 on the road with Landon Knack, be my guest. That's not for me, though. Line open up 225, so 227. Line open up at a 10 even money. It's stayed there. We have 86% of tickets, 88% cash on the over, 94 and 96 is on the Dodgers. In this game, we've had a slight move towards those Doyers in this one here. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here, which Landon Knack, 7.27 ERA, 1.73 whip, 7.27 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%, 6.23 walks per 9, and 296 BABIP, a 5.02 FIP, and a 5.35 SIERA. On the flip side, Valente Belozo, 4.97 ERA, 1.66 whip, 4.79 strikeouts per 9, which is 12%. 5.68 walks per 9, a 293 BABIP, a 5.12 FIP, and a 6.67 SIERA. Bullpen edge, Dodgers. Hitting edge, Dodgers, 123 WRC plus, which is 3rd, compared to 95, which is 21st. This is over or no bet for me. That would be the only way. I would like to fade both these starters. And I do think that we could see the Miami Marlins put up some runs in this game, and I absolutely think the Dodgers put up some runs in this game against Valente Belozo. I think he gets lit up and smoked in this spot, and the market does as well with the line at a 10. I think that 10 actually, and we're seeing some 9.5s in some places. 9.5 or the 10s are juiced towards the under. So depends on what you like. If you like the under, there's 10s that juice towards the under for you at minus 115. And if you like the over, there's 9.5s at minus 115 over on Fanatics. I think there's runs in this game. The question is, how would I like to approach this? Because I think that the Dodger team total over, that's too expensive. 5.5 minus 130. No, I'm good on that. Miami, if you want their team total over 3.5 minus 115 on DraftKings, I think that's worth a shot there. I think this is potentially a first 5 and full game over in this spot, because I think both these starting pitchers are terrible. That Marlins bullpen can struggle at times, so I do think that that's a spot where we could see this Marlins bullpen give up some runs and these Dodger bats take over late as well. But I absolutely think both these pitchers are vulnerable in this spot. So first 5 over 5.5 minus 110, full game over 9.5 minus 115 for me.
Man, I will say I don't normally like to go and agree with you all the time, everything, but god damn, this pitching matchup is woof. Landon Knack as a starting pitcher. What happened to this Best rotation in baseball, and Dodgers.
Injuries.
They're still the top team in baseball, which is insane to say. Now, once again, I'm going to look at this a certain way. He's only pitched 8 2/3 innings.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have a big sample size. 5 earned runs and 2 1/3 against the Washington Nationals. And I believe that was in garbage time. It was in no. He started the game. He allowed 3 runs in the first and 2 runs in the third. And then the Dodgers caught back up and won that game. But I will say the Dodgers are undefeated when Landon Knack pitches, and they cover the run line 2 out of 3. It would be a look towards the Dodger run line as well, just because, hey, they just, lost yesterday in extra innings. And there's no way the big bad Dodgers lose 2 in a row to the Marlins, right? But at the same time, I would only look like the problem is, in order to lay a run line, Nick, 2.5. Plus 2.5 for the Marlins is at -125. Very, very intriguing. Am I betting it? No. It's the over in this game. I got over 9.5 with you.
Yeah, I'm on that as well. I doubled up on those overs.
Dodger game over. Stop the fish fade. Oh, I don't see what all the hype was typing this is in just now.
I don't know. Yeah.
Dodgers money line in the over 10. Still waiting on my stop the fish fade shirt.
Yeah. I don't know. That'll probably be.
Nick will help me out with that stuff. I'll talk merch with Nick and I'll throw him some money if we sell stuff. That would be great on a coffee mug. Marlins logo with saying the problem is,
copyrighted.
We're not allowed to use the Marlins logo. We're not allowed to. So we have to find a different way of doing that.
What if I found just like a clip art of a fish?
I don't hate that. Ohtani over 1.5 home runs plus 1,200 instead of over. I don't see him hitting 2 home runs today. Is Mookie playing? Probably.
Did I miss something? Is he not?
I don't know. Can you use a fish? We can use a fish. You just can't use. Go to a fish. Yeah, and you could use a cartoon fish with a baseball. We could do something like that. We just can't use the exact Marlins logo.
Yeah.
All right, Nick. We hit on Texas yesterday.
Yeah, we have the Texas Rangers and the Boston Red Sox -120 for the Red Sox, total of 9 in this game. Taking a look at the line history here between Tanner Houck and Tyler Mahle. Line opened up at a 130 or 120. It's now to 132. So we do have a move towards Boston in this game. Interesting there. Line opened up 9 and 118. It's now 9 at -125. Move towards the over here as well. Oh, wow. 48% tickets and 54% of cash on the over. Not a public over at all. 60% tickets and 56% of cash on the Rangers, and the line's moving towards the Red Sox. Very interesting market. Tyler Mahle is, I think, overachieving. 1.19 ERA, 0.98 WHIP, 7.65 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%. 3.35 walks per nine, a 230 BABIP, but 2.48 FIP, and a 4.11 SIERA. On the flip side, Tanner Houck, I expect better from 6.38 ERA, 1.47 WHIP, 7.36 strikeouts per nine, which is 19%, 2.95 walks per nine, a 327 BABIP, a 5.14 FIP, and a 4.02 SIERA. Bullpen edge, Red Sox. Hitting edge, Red Sox. Everything correlating here for the Red Sox in this spot. And the line moving towards the over, I don't want to double up on every freaking game, but this one correlates really well for a Red Sox, maybe run line, money line, run line, and a team total over. I think this is the way to approach that. I'm going to get the money line, though, at -130. I'm fine with that. I don't mind laying that type of number. And I want to take a look real quick what this team total is, because it is, looks like 4.5 -115. I want to take 2 Red Sox spots in this one here. I'm not going to double up on every game I bet, but I like a few of these games today, and this is my third straight game that I bet that I've doubled up on, because I doubled up on the Mets game, I doubled up on the Dodger game, and I'm doubling up on the Red Sox here. Red Sox money line -130. And Red Sox team total over is 4.5 -115 for me.
Red Sox run line. Plus 160. Let's roll with it. Once again, I love when we're on when we're on one side one game, nail it, and I go to the opposite side the next game. And it just shows that, hey, I can go both ways. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you bet the night before. It's a day by day thing.
Yep.
And I'm taking the Red Sox here. Houck has looked. How do I be nice with this one? Awful. For most of his starts, I will say. At home, he's been better. Granted, he's pitched twice at home. At home, he's allowed 3 earned runs so far in 12 2/3. So once again, a lot better at home. ERA is a little bit high. Why is it a little bit high? How about 4 earned runs against Cleveland, 4 earned runs against Texas? So this will be the second time he faces Texas. And then 11 earned runs in 2 1/3 versus Tampa. That's going to make his ERA dog shit the rest of the year, which I think is going to show value. And everybody's going to go see Tyler Mahle at plus money with a 1.19 ERA, which he has been fantastic this year. I'm not selling him short. I'm not saying he's awful.
He's going to regress, though.
He's going to regress because he's pitched 7 times. The most runs he's allowed in a game, 2. Crazy. That being said, look at the last 3 games that he's pitched. The Texas Rangers have actually lost all 3 games.
Yeah.
And it was a combined. It was 1-0, 3-2, 3-0. So he is not getting run support. Give me the Red Sox here. I got the run line at plus 160.
Yeah. So far this year, Mahle is thrown to a 1.19 ERA. I have it up here. What do you think his expected ERA is?
It's probably like 3.5, 4 something.
3.45. He should be a mid-3s pitcher. So that'll mean he'll give up a couple runs. And then the bullpen, I think, can get to him. Even though his advanced numbers, his advanced numbers are not very good. Expected batting average 246. His chase percentage is 26.5, which isn't good. His whiff rate's middle of the pack, 24.3%. Walk rate's a little high. His hard hit rate is low, and his barrel rate's low, which that's how he's pitching as well as he is. But he has a low ground ball percentage and a low extension. So his metrics is I'm not looking to back him.
Yeah. I'd still buy it if it was a cartoon fish for the baseball. Red Sox, yes. You can't use the throw. No, because it's all copyrighted under the Marlins. Boston. LOL, maybe it's fish standing upright, leaning on a baseball bat like the planter's peanut. Nick will help me with merch, even when he's gone. So we'll figure that out. Rangers plus 115 money line. Isn't Boston bad at Fenway? No, I don't think they are. Boston 9-9 at Fenway. Rangers have been smashing the ball. Haven't seen the Red Sox do shit. This is my point. Houck over strikeouts. I do think Tanner Houck is not going to pitch as bad as he has been. Mahle's Texas best pitcher at the moment. Yes. Red Sox. If the Rangers are hitting, makes me like the over. See, I see Houck having a good game. I agree. Mendoza not a penny on it, but I lean that way. What's up, Earle's best show on YouTube? Hey, Turnsy. How you doing? Go Leafs. Yep, Nathan. I'm liking the over 9.5 at plus money. What do you guys think of the Utah Mammoth?
I don't mind it. I thought they could have done better, but I don't mind it.
I wanted the Storm and Mormons.
I'll
get a logo. I'll get a logo for it. You know what, Coyote? Go if you make something. We'll look at it, and if we like it, we can work with it. No, Rob. Their jerseys are fire. Yeah. Nick, we were wrong on this game.
Yeah, we were yesterday. I think I want to see. I'm gonna I'm now you've got me looking at cartoon marlins and cartoon fishes.
Oh, come on, Nick.
Oh,
that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna work on this a little bit as well. But I still got some capping to do too.
Yes, we do.
The Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Tampa Bay Rays, -115. Favorites are the Phils, total of 8 in this game. Take a look at the line history in this spot, where we have, where is it? There we go. Christopher Sanchez and the Wizard of Oz, Shane Baz. Line open up 130. It's still a 130. Got all the way down to a 115, but there's been buyback on the Phillies. Line open up at an 8, -125. Still an 8 at -125. Taking a look at the cash flow, 75% tickets and 86% of cash is on the Phillies. The line moving towards or buyback on the Phillies makes sense. And then 77% tickets, 78% of cash on the over in this one as well. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, we have Christopher Sanchez, 3.45 ERA, 1.34 WHIP, 11.2 strikeouts per nine, which is 29%, 3.16 walks per nine, a 346 BABIP, a 3.57 FIP, and a 2.99 SIERA. So he's been pitching good, and he's supposed to be pitching good. Shane Baz, 3.86 ERA, 1.17 WHIP, 9.51 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 3.09 walks per nine, a 287 BABIP, a 6.36 FIP, and a 3.58 SIERA. He's been pitching good, and he's expected to pitch good. Bullpen edge, Phillies. Hitting edge, Phillies, 110 WRC plus, which is 10th against righties, compared to the Tampa Bay Rays, who do not hit lefties. 66 WRC plus, which is 27th in baseball. This would probably be Phillies or no bet for me. I think they have the pitching edge. I think they have the hitting edge. I think they have the bullpen edge. I think the starting pitching edge goes towards them. They're the better team, and they're at home. This line, they're on the road. My bad. They're not at home. They're on the road. This line seems a little fishy though, a little bit. Not a game I'm going to get involved with, but I would probably only be looking towards the Phillies.
Yeah, this one's going to be a pass for me. We're getting to the night games now, so we should be good. Isn't there like a trend, Nick, with Tampa Bay at night, at home, or something like that? Or is it during day games?
Day games, it's overs. Night games, it's unders.
I do kind of lean towards the under in this game. Because I do like Christopher Sanchez. Once again, I kind of want to look at his stats. And he's pitched 6 times this year. He's allowed he's allowed 2 or less in 5 out of his 6 starts. His one start, he allowed 4 runs against the Dodgers. The one game that he lost was against the Mets. So, I mean, it's not really horrible trending for him. I do think he's a solid pitcher. And I like Shane Baz. Shane Baz is another guy that he drafted by Tampa. He's all right, drafted by Tampa.
Something like that.
Yeah, first round. But I do think Shane Baz is another one that the Tampa Bay pitching lab has made into a star. And he's kind of just underestimated or undervalued. I know he's got a 3.86 ERA, but ERA isn't everything. He's had 2 bad starts. One start he got blown up against Kansas City, which was his last start, for 7 earned runs. And then he also got hit against the Yankees. Other than that, his other 4 starts, 0-2-1-0. He's been solid. I like the under in this game. I think I would go under if anything.
Sure.
Sounds good. I'm going to need 5% of the sales. Hey, if you made the logo and everything, we could talk. I'm just playing. I'm not. Philly, I'll actually can do it after the show. Go for it and then send it to me on Twitter. Leafs for the cup. Leafs for the cup for sure. I'm planning the parade. Found a smart man, Ternsey. Rays are always playing at home. Yes, they are. Because they want to avoid the rain and weather during the summer. Yep. Exactly. So they should be good now. And they're not. They're under 500, and they're 9-14 at home or at home. But let's go to the next game, Nick.
Yeah. Real quick, there's something I'm trying to decide between. All right. Because I've got it now. Give me 2 seconds. Let me share my screen. Because because I think this is pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think. But
I like that.
Now the question for me is, what do you guys like better for the text? Do you like it better like that, or do you like it better like that? That's the Marlin red. I'm kind of thinking the black's a little bit.
I'm kind of thinking the black's a little bit better.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So that's what I was thinking there. For that one there.
I kind of like it though.
So yeah.
Playoff games are so much more meaningful. Max Fried 6-0. Well, you know what? We're going to talk about it. Let's go to this game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the San Diego Padres taking on the New York Yankees. -170 favorites are the Yankees. Total 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. It opened up at a 195. It's down to a 170 now for the Yankees. So a big move here towards these Padres. Interesting. Line opened up 7.5 -125. It's now an 8. And the 8 is juiced towards the under, though. So kind of an adjustment of the juice. 85 and 83 on the over. 80 and 60 on the Yankees. So line moving towards these Padres. We have Dylan Cease taking on Max Fried. Cease a 5.61 ERA, 1.60 WHIP, 10.43 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%. 4.01 walks per nine, a 375 BABIP, a 3.33 FIP, and a 3.85 CR. He should be okay. He should be definitely better than what we've seen so far from Dylan Cease. On the flip side, Max Fried has been untouchable, basically. A 1.01 ERA, 0.94 WHIP, 7.86 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%. 2.22 walks per nine, a 232 BABIP, a 2.91 FIP, and a 3.61 CR. Bullpen edge, Padres. Hitting edge, Yankees. 124 WRC plus, which is number 2 in baseball, compared to 99, which is 12. For me, I would only look Padres as a dog in this game, in this spot. Once again, going back to them in this game. And for me, I don't expect Max Fried to be this good every single start. I am a Max Fried guy. He is somebody where he is an ace, so he won't make my rotation because my rotation's meant for non-aces.
Yep.
But I mean, if I was putting together a rotation of just the best pitchers in baseball that I would want, including aces that are like my guys I like to back, Max Fried's probably one of them. Because I've always been, even with Atlanta and now with the Yankees, I've been a Max Fried guy, even as a Mets fan. I know that sounds crazy. I like him. I like his stuff. He's more
of a respect thing.
It's a respect thing. Yeah. Absolutely, it is. I'm a fan of Max Fried regardless of what team he's on because I just like what he is as a pitcher. Even when he did really well against the Mets, but we won't talk about that. But for me, it is Padres or no bet. If I am betting this game, it'd be Padres or no bet. The question is, have we missed our line on the Padres?
I don't know, but I feel like we could probably double up on this game, Nick. Because I do like a total in this game, and I want to relate this game kind of similar way that I viewed earlier in the year when it was the Phillies and the Marlins, and it was Zach Wheeler versus Sandy Alcantara, and I liked the over, and it hit. I like the over here, and I think it's because the Padres will be able to get to Max Fried. I do think that. And I do think the Yankees will be able to get to Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease is a guy that I do like. Now, once again, Dylan Cease is in a very similar spot as Merrill Kelly to me. He's had one bad start. And it was at Oakland or at Sacramento, whatever, where he allowed 9 earned runs in 4 innings. Other than that, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3. He's been great. And I even though all those numbers and everything, which makes me like the over, because these are 2 aces. Everybody's going to see the 2 aces and automatically assume under. I like the over. And if you like the Padres and want to we can put both of them up, fine.
I'm really close to moving on the Padres in this game.
Did you like the over at all?
Here's the thing. My cap is I like the Padres because Dylan Cease pitches well.
Okay, fair.
I would lean more towards an under, personally, because I do see Cease pitching better. And that's my cap of why I would like the Padres. Is my numbers expect Cease to have a good start, and if Cease has a good start, I do expect Max Fried to be able to do the same.
Fair. Then we'll probably just not have anything on this game. That's fine.
I'll move on the Padres at plus 155 here.
Yeah. It's not always about the money. Spider-Man. We do not have that clip right now. That's solid. Marlin red. No, I like the black more. San Diego first 5.
Never mind that.
Max French fries. Fries has been stellar. He has been really good. I'll give you mine after, the logo at least. There you go. Over 8, 7.5 in the Little League field. I agree. Over 7.5. Pass. Maybe take both teams' team total over.
There you go.
Don't hate that. Yankees run line. Good luck today, my people. Good luck to you. Probably a juice nerfy for the Yankee game. Oh, yes. I love the logo and definitely that black. Nick, check out X, Nick. Might bet Reds later. Well, we'll talk about the Reds now.
Huh. That's actually pretty good. You got that one.
Ooh. I actually really like that.
And that one.
Huh. That's actually really good.
Yeah, that's better than the whatever I did in 3.5 minutes flat. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Minus 115 for the Braves, total 7.5 in this game. Take a look at the line history in this one here. Pick them, which, that tells me, okay. Yep. Line opened up at a minus 110. It's now 118 for the Braves. Line opened up at a 8.5. Got down to an 8, down to a 7.5 now. Full run line movement towards the under in this game. 74% ticket, 67% cash on the over. 50 and 57 on the Braves. Interesting to see the sharps are on the Braves in this spot against Hunter Green. I get it. Hunter Green's been awesome. This is my Cy Young pick preseason, and I'm sticking with it. Even though I do think Yamamoto is overall probably higher up, and there's a couple other National League pitchers that are higher up than Hunter Green right now, but 2.53 ERA, 0.82 WHIP, 11.6 strikeouts per nine, which is 33%, 1.69 walks per nine, a 215 BABIP, a 3.32 FIP, and a 2.61 SIERA. On the flip side, Grant Holmes, 4.24 ERA, 1.21 WHIP, 9.26 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 5.03 walks per nine, a 203 BABIP, a 506 FIP, and a 4.33 SIERA. Bullpen edge, Braves. Hitting edge, Braves. 104 WRC plus, which is 16th, compared to 94, which is 22nd. I understand why the Braves are getting some love in this game, why the Braves are the favorites in this game, because other than the starting pitching matchup, they have basically every other advantage in this game. They're at home, hitting edge, bullpen edge. And for me in this game, I'm curious to see where the first 5 has gone, because maybe this is Reds' first 5, but this would be Reds' first 5, but Braves full game type of thing. I'm leaning Reds in the first 5 innings if I am getting involved from this one here, but I understand why the money is coming in on the Braves.
All right, you said Reds. I'm throwing it up there. Reds, run line, plus 165. I like Hunter Green. Hunter Green's a stud, a guy that I want to be backing. It makes sense that this game's a pick'em, just because Atlanta is at home. That's kind of the only explanation I have for them being a pick'em, because I think that the Reds should be favored in this game. Grant Holmes is not a guy I'm going to go and trust. He is very up and down, and Hunter Green is somebody that I know I can rely on. Granted, I know he got Hunter Green is a pitcher similar to Dylan Cease and to we had with Dylan Cease and Merrill Kelly. He's got a 2.53 ERA, ballooned by 1 start, 5 earned runs in 3 innings against the Baltimore Orioles. That's it. Other than that, 1 earned run, 3-0-0-1-2. He's a stud. I think he shuts down this Atlanta offense, and I'm getting plus 165 on the run line. So Reds here.
Fair. What do you? By the way, which one did you like more, the bat or the ball one for the fish fade? Kind of like the bat one.
I like the bat one more for sure. I think the bat one's definitely the better one. Might bet red slit. Okay. Tell me if you want a different design.
No, this works. I'm gonna do something with it real quick.
I just realized that we can call Utah the Mams. That's hilarious. I like the first one, LOL. And out of those two, it would be the one holding the ball. See, I like the bat more.
I like the bat more.
I think I like the bat one more. Has more of a baseball feel. Atlanta, no, thank you. And the logo needs to scream Miami vibes. I agree.
Do we want the text on the top or the bottom of it?
Now, hear me out. You should have the circle with the cross going through it. Like stop the fish trade. It has to have the circle with the cross through it. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, I can do that real quick.
So, anyways, Braves, no. I use Miami colors. There you go. Reds are the worst. Maybe I'll do a derpy version. Reds to score first. What do you think of the under here? I don't hate that. Gave you one more. I like the bat and the bottom, and the text should be on the bottom, Nick.
Text should be on the bottom,
according to Coyote. Who would be the youngest team besides Young Fish? I think it's Washington. I think Washington is the youngest team besides the Fish.
I'm gonna need you to hear me out on the text being on the top for a second, but give me a couple of seconds. Give me a minute.
Okay. Well, I'll introduce the next game while you fix it, and then we'll show it off after we talk about the Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City Royals. The Royals anywhere from 215 to 230, 8.5 total. You got, what is this? Jonathan Cannon going for the White Sox. You got Michael Waka going for the Royals. Sorry, brain freeze for a minute. And I will say, I believe it was Singer that was part of the trade. Walker's been a very solid innings eater for the Kansas City Royals, and that's all they need him to be. He's one of the back of the line guys. 3.55 ERA, but honestly, I don't look at ERA. I like to look at what they've done recently, and you know what? He's around that area. He's actually probably a little bit lower than that because 3, 0, 2, 3, and 2 his last 5 starts. The only thing is he's not getting any run support. I will say if I'm going after anything in this game, it's the under. Kansas City is just not scoring right now, and I think these two pitchers can pitch solid enough to take this one under. I can get under 8.5. So I'm gonna go White Sox under 8.5, and it's minus 110 for this one, Nick.
Yep. All right. Hear me out. The text on the top. And this is how it'll look. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to turn this so you can't. I can't really turn it that much. But
I just want to look. You're good.
How about this?
Yes, exactly. That's. I feel like I would want the text to be a little bit more bold.
It is bold already.
Oh. Okay. I guess that's fine. I do like that. I like the circle thing, the circle with the cross, because it's just like don't stop the fish fade, don't do it, like something like that. I feel like that's kind of clever.
Something like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually kind of nice.
Cool. Yeah. Let me get back to baseball. Thanks for the idea though. This is a fun little getaway from capping for a second thought exercise there. But let's take a look at the line history in this one here. We have Michael Waka and Jonathan Canning lining up 205. It's now 210. Line open up 8.5 minus 115. It's at 8.5 minus 110. Move towards the under here as well. 87% tickets, 88% cash on the Royals. 62 and 57 is on the over in this game here. We have let's take a look here. The pitching matchup here: Jonathan Cannon, 4.26 ERA, 1.45 WHIP, 7.57 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%. 4.03 walks per 9, and 292 BABIP, with 4.59 FIP and a 4.55 CR. On the flip side, Michael Waka, 3.52 ERA, 1.25 WHIP, 6.81 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%. 3.05 walks per 9, and 284 BABIP, with 3.25 FIP and a 4.47 CR. Bullpen edge, Royals. Hitting edge, Royals. 87 WRC plus, which is 26th in baseball compared to 82, which is 28th. I do expect some negative regression for Michael Waka, but do we really trust the White Sox to take advantage of that? For me, it's a no. I really don't trust the White Sox to do that. But for me, it would be just a lean towards maybe an under in this one.
Cool, that's right. I'm gonna put that up. Nick, do you want to go to the chat real quick?
Yeah. Oh, he sent a derpy version in too. That's great. Are you a graphic design major, Coyote? Is that what you do? Let's see. Shirt on top, but mug, the logo should pop out first. Fair. White Sox money line / run line. All right. Put the stop fish fade in the back of the shirt. Maybe. Is this a cash cow? I don't think so. No. Keep it on the front too. All right. Never mind. It opened up KC bigger favorites. Line moved towards the Sox. Fair. KC run line. Love it. Yeah. That's pretty nice. Looks like a logo on a can of sustainably caught tuna. Wow, nice. Keep it. Thanks, Dave. There you go. Love that. Going for the Nerfy sweep in KC. There you go. Kyle Isbell over half an RBI. The fish should be wearing a baseball uniform. I think we've gone too far with that now.
The thing is, we don't want it to be too crazy.
I don't want it to be too much. Yeah.
Because keep in mind, if it's on a mug or something, you don't want too much detail.
Fair.
Because then it gets washed out.
Fair. Okay, give me a sec. Hell no. Oh, okay. I'm 18 and I want to be a police officer. See, I never saw the logo, hence the new name. Yeah. When I saw the logo Blue Line Bets, I thought you were talking about hockey because the defenseman's also called a blue liner.
Ah.
Yeah, I thought you were talking hockey, personally. We'll move on, though. The Baltimore Orioles and the Minnesota Twins. The Twins minus 125 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here between where is it? It's Simeon, Woods, Richardson, and the return, Charlie Morton. Line open up. Wow. 135 for the Twins. It's now 126. So we'll move towards the Orioles. Line opened up 9.5 minus 105. It's now 9 at minus 105. I'm stunned to see this line move towards the under in the Orioles with Charlie Morton on the mound. 82% tickets, 81% cash on the over. 79 and 82 on the Twins. So the public's on the Twins, the public's on the over, and the line's moving towards the Orioles and the under. I mean, I don't understand what the markets are seeing here. Charlie Morton's been an absolute bum. 9.76 ERA, 2.2 WHIP, 8.46 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%. 6.83 walks per 9, a 371 BABIP with 6.86 FIP and a 5.23 CR. Simeon Woods Richardson's been okay. 4.03 ERA, 1.45 WHIP, 9.31 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%. 3.41 walks per 9, a 329 BABIP, a 4.58 FIP and a 4.04 CR. Bullpen edge, Twins. Hitting edge, Orioles. 117 WRC plus, which is 5th, compared to 100, which is 18th. I don't know what the markets are seeing in this game personally for this game to be moving towards the under. I truly don't, other than they think that Morton could pitch well against the Twins. But what has made anybody think that Morton could pitch well in the year 2025? He's gotten blown up every single start he's made. And I don't often go against the market. I don't often do that. but I'm going to do it here. I don't agree with the way the market's moving on Morton here to pitch well. And I can see Simeon Woods Richardson giving up a couple runs as well. First 5 over 5 here for me at -115.
Yeah, it's Morton Day. Let's not try to make this too crazy. Morton's been awful this year, and he's going to get hit. And it honestly, it doesn't matter who's pitching for Minnesota. It's Woods Richardson. I think the Orioles can get a couple runs off of him. It's Morton Day. Honestly, I wouldn't hate going after the Twins today either. Twins run line, like +150, +160 area. I want to go after the Twins today too. Charlie Morton's been awful. I thought Charlie Morton was going to be a fun piece to have in the rotation for he's going to bring good experience to the team, and he's been awful, just awful.
He looks like he's 40 in his 40s.
Yeah. Maybe I'll put it in the bio. There you go. In college, I gotta wait till I'm 20 to apply for the police department. Yep,
Gotcha.
But makes sense why you thought it would be hockey. Over, yes. Orioles play like they never learned. Yep. There you go. Twins. I really think the Twins run line is probably the play here too. F the Orioles. Orioles first 5 over. F the O's. Twins all day. Twins, man. Oh, Chucky Morton, give me another plus money Nerfy. Nerfy!
Wow, you are bold.
You got some balls, dude. All right. Let's head to this one, Nick.
Detroit Tigers and Colorado Rockies. -180 for the Tigers. Total of 10 in this game here. We have this line opening up at a -112. It's not nope, wrong game. I'm looking at Toronto and LA. We have this line opening up at a -170. It's down to a 163 for the Tigers in this game. So we move towards the Rockies. Line opened up at a 9.5. It's now 10. So we move towards the over here as well. This line opened up at 93% tickets, 95% of cash on the Tigers. 84 and 85 is on the over in this game. Line moving towards the over. Line moving towards the Rockies, though. We have Jackson Jobe taking on Chase Dolander. Jobe, 3.38 ERA, 1.33 whip, 6.75 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%, 5.25 walks per nine, a 2.24 BABIP, a 4.94 FIP, and a 5.20 Sierra. I don't expect Jobe to continue pitching well. His advanced numbers suck. The question is, are the Rockies good enough to do anything about that? The answer is most likely no. But Chase Dolander, 6.48 ERA, 1.52 whip, 9 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 3.6 walks per nine, a 290 BABIP, a 6.42 FIP, and a 402 Sierra. Open edge Tigers, hitting edge Tigers. We talked about this matchup yesterday. I passed yesterday. I lean Rockies today. I would take a shot with the Rockies before betting the Tigers in this spot. That being said, do I want to put my money on the Colorado Rockies at all? Not particularly at the moment, unless the other team has a -300 next to their name. That's the only time I'm betting the Rockies this year, most likely. So no play here for me. I need a -300 fan to back the Rockies.
Yeah, no. No interest at all. Don't even feel like I need to get involved in this game. So I'll make this one nice, quick, and easy. Pass.
Yep.
For sure, I'm going back to what Money Markel gave out. Twins -2.5. I don't hate it. Charlie Morton's been awful. This is not a good Orioles team. Good call on that one. Coyote picks. You want to be a Fed? I'm staying away from you. Easy over. Give me the Tigers. Probably bigger than mine. His bonus. Yes, might as well make it a double back. Yep. I carry mine on a wheelbarrow, like Ed from South Park. Yeah. Oh, yes. I want to be a Fed. Pass. Tigers money line. Dodgers money line. Detroit run line and the over.
I can see that.
And for sure, Markel, but I'll stick to the -1.5. Okay. We got one more MLB game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the LA Angels. We have the Jays minus 125 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. Take a look at the line history in this one here, where we have this line opening up at a minus 112 for the Jays. It's now minus 125, so we do have a move towards Toronto. Line opened up at an 8.5 at plus 105. It's now 8.5 minus 125, so we do have a decent move towards the over here as well. 90% tickets and 84% cash is on set over. 72 and 84 is on the Jays. I understand why the money's coming on the Jays stuff. They got Jose Barrios taking on Yusei Kikuchi. We have Barrios, 3.98 ERA, 1.38 whip, 7.97 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%, 3.54 walks per nine, a 3.01 BABIP, a 4.39 FIP, and a 4.20 SIERA. On the flip side, Kikuchi, 4.21 ERA, 1.54 whip, 8.17 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 4.71 walks per nine, a 3.01 BABIP, a 5.04 FIP, and a 4.65 SIERA. Bullpen edge, Toronto. Hitting edge, Toronto. 110 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to 89, which is 24th. It is Blue Jays or no bet for me. I don't think I'm going to be getting involved with this one here. I think I'm good with my card the way it is. So I think that's where I'll end today's baseball card. I got the 2 pitching props that start in 8 minutes, and then Cardinals under 7.5. Cubs first 5 run line and even money. Mets team total over 4.5 minus 130. Full game over 9.5 minus 105. Dodgers first 5 over 5.5 minus 110, and the full game over 9.5 minus 115. Red Sox money line minus 130. Team total over 4.5 minus 115. Padres plus 155. Orioles first 5 over 5 minus 115. That is my full baseball card for today.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same with you and just lay off this game. This is 2 teams that I want nothing to do with. Toronto is not a team I've gotten right the past couple of years, and the Angels are a mess. I'm just going to go. I'm going to pass. I got some NBA games going on at that time, especially I believe my Nuggets play at 10? 9:30. So right when the Nuggets game starts, this game will be starting. So I'd rather be focused on the Nuggies. No interest in me for this one.
Fair.
What's your NHL picks? We will be talking about the NHL in a little bit. I'm excited for the merch. I'm buying right away. I'm guessing he's on the Panthers and the Stars.
Well, you got it half right.
Happy Coochie Day. Supness under. Stay tuned. Angels first 5. Angels money line. I love Kikuchi Day. Give me some Coochie. Plays are in. Hell yeah. Pass for now, but I kind of want to take the team total under. Not sure who yet. Pass. Let's head to the NBA, Nick, which I think today is going to be a National Blowout Association Day.
Yeah, go ahead, grab your chalk, because yes, I've doubled up on both favorites for today. We're going to start off though with the Boston Celtics taking on the New York Knicks. 10.5 point favorites are these Celtics with a total of 211.5 in this game. I'm currently loading up the line history here. So let me head over to cash flow to see that. We have 77% of the tickets, 62% of the cash coming in on the Knicks. So the public's on the Knicks in this game. 95 and 95 on the over in this one as well. Line opened up at Boston minus 9.5. Actually 9.5 because it was 9 for less than a minute. So I'm calling it 9.5. And now we're all the way up to a 10.5. So a full point line movement towards the Celtics with the public on the Knicks. Line opened up to 11.5. Still to an 11.5. And for me in this spot here, it's pretty simple. When a team loses game 1 at home, I'm interested in backing them game 2. Now that'll be a little bit different for a different series that we'll be talking about tomorrow, where I'm not high on the home team at all in that series.
Minnesota?
That lost game 1. The Capitals.
Oh, you're talking hockey. Never mind.
Yeah. I'm just talking best of 7 playoffs in general. Gotcha, I generally like to back the home team after they lost game 1. That'll be different in game 2 for that other series. But other than that, I would like to back the Celtics, especially the way they lost that first game. And the same with the Thunder. They both lost after having double-digit leads.
Yep.
I expect a definite pushback here for the Celtics. Celtics first half, minus 110. First half minus 6.5, minus 110. Full game minus 10.5, minus 110.
I'm on the I'm on the Celtics with you. And I like this one more than I like the next game, obviously, because I don't like betting against my team in the playoffs, but sometimes you got to. It happens. I am on Celtics here. I think this is a bounce back spot. Once again, I think this is a Knicks team that I think that Boston is way better than the Knicks. And I think it goes back to New York tied 1-1. And I think it comes back to Boston 3-1 Boston. Give me the Celtics here. I know it's a lot of points, but I'm gonna take Boston.
Yeah.
Bet both dogs. Hopefully one hits. I would love for the Nuggets to hit tonight. I don't see the Nuggets winning both games in OKC. I don't. Tim, do you have power rankings for WNBA teams this season? I do not yet. I do not. But I feel like this year could be the year of who do you call it? The Indiana Fever. Boston first quarter, first half full game. Yeah. NBA is a trap. Take the points and leave them at the door. Fair enough. I'm hoping I'm wrong on this game. I will root against my bets all day when it's against one of my teams. I'm all right with that.
Fair. We have the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Denver Nuggets. We're seeing 11s now in this game with a total of 230.
I'm seeing some 10s again.
Wow. Yeah. We do have some 10s again. The line opened up out of 10. It got all the way up to 11.5, back down to a 10. Line opened up to 21.5. It's up to a 230. Big move towards the over here as well. 94 and 93 is on the over. 88 and 85 is on the Nuggets in this game. So I have no problem laying the points against a team that gets a dog getting 88% of the tickets. Pretty simple for me. And for me in this spot, very similar to the Celtics, I look for the team to bounce back after losing game one, especially in that type of fashion. So I am on the first half and full game for this one as well. First half minus 6.5, minus 115. Full game minus 10.5, minus 110. I got the Thunder in this one, doubled up on it.
I took the Thunder. I'll be rooting against it. Go Nuggets. But I had the Thunder minus 10.5. Once again, it didn't work out yesterday, though, with the Cavs. I'm hoping to split. I'm hoping I get the Celtics. I hope I lose the I hope I lose the Thunder. But I got the Thunder minus 10.5 here.
Sure.
Thunder kills. I think so. I hope not. Nuggets plus 370 money line. I hope you win. Do they know who the Joker is? He is the MVP. Anybody who tells me otherwise doesn't know ball. If you think SGA is the MVP, you don't know ball. People who says Denver can't win again? The Pacers away. They definitely could.
I mean, who says the Denver can't win again? 12% of the bets on the spread.
OKC minus 1.5, minus 3.5 first quarter, full game, first half, and team total over. Joker trip double. I honestly, I think I could see Joker triple double again. Nick, let's head over to hockey, where I know that the later game you'll have on the site. I don't think we're gonna put the first game up on the site.
Yeah, and here's the thing. What sucks with that is I'm more confident in the first game than I am the second game. Let's talk about it. The Florida Panthers taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Minus 135 for the Panthers. Total of 5.5 in this game. For me, I think game one was the punch in the face that the Florida Panthers needed, the wake-up call. And it is going to be Woll and net. Which is a downgrade for these Leafs. It absolutely is.
Yeah.
And anybody who says otherwise is wrong. It is a downgrade. Not a huge one, but it is a downgrade. And I expect the Panthers, after losing game one like that, which they started to seize a little bit of momentum in that third period. They were down, 4-1, and they forced that game all the way back to 4-3 and 5-4. So I believe that we could see the momentum continue in this game and watch the Panthers dominate in this spot. I've doubled up on this spot here. I got the -1 line on the Panthers at +117 last night for when we recorded the video. That was posted up as just a highlight, but it is what it is. And I'm also going to I also grabbed it, and I love that BetMGM gives me these opportunities to be able to take a line like this. Team total over 3, -118 over on BetMGM. If the Panthers win this game 3-1, I push that team total instead of losing it with a 3.5. So I definitely do like that as an available option because we do see a lot of teams finish at 3 goals. But it's my way of getting more involved with the side in that one there. So I am on the Panthers on the -1 line. I'm on the team total over 3 as well. I think this was a wake up call for the Panthers last game. And if you're someone who likes to play some props, Sam Bennett goal or point.
God, I hope not.
You know he's going to be playing the villain. Everyone's going to boo him every single time he touches the puck tonight.
He deserves it. He injured their goalie,
and he's going to score a goal tonight.
Dirty player.
He's going to rub dirt in the wound, and he's going to score a goal tonight. So I would look towards that as well. I want to see when you break down that game. I'm going to take a look what Sam Bennett's goal prop is. Actually, I can get it up real quick here. Sam Bennett, anytime goal, best available number, +255 on DraftKings, +260 on Fanatics. I would lean towards that as well. Not an official play, but if you guys are interested in props, Sam Bennett's the way to go.
All I will say, Nick, the Florida Panthers are the defending Stanley Cup champions. There's no way they go down 2-0 in the series. Not a chance. Not a chance. They're the defending Stanley Cup champions. How could they? No, I'm on the Leafs. I have the Leafs to win the series. I have the Leafs to win the Cup. I'm all on the Leafs. So I'm just gonna that's just kind of the path I'm riding throughout the entire playoffs. I don't care. I'm riding with it. Go Leafs, go. And we'll go from there. So that's gonna be a fun game to watch together tonight.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon is the real MVP. Aaron Gordon has been clutch. I believe there is one player in NBA history to have 2 game-winning shots with less than 5 seconds on the road in a playoff, and that's Aaron Gordon. He did it with the game-winning dunk against in Game 4 against the Clippers, and he did it last game. Leafs, give me Virginia money line and Miami money line on the Diamond. Okay, hold on. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, Nathan. Let me go pull up who they're facing. Because I know those are Miami is fighting for a chance to try to host their own regional, and Virginia still needs to try to make a regional. All baseball. I don't have any lines for college. Not there. Let's go check DraftKings real quick. Sorry, you mentioned it. I'm gonna look. Miami's got FIU. They're -330. Okay. Hold your horses. If you're gonna take that, grab a run line.
It might be a parlay he's talking about.
Oh, that could be a parlay. Because Miami is there, and where is? I don't have a line for Virginia. Unless I completely I don't have a line for Virginia, dude. So whatever Virginia line is, I don't even know who they're playing. So, but these are midweek games. So I would guess that Virginia's probably got some smaller Virginia school, and they should win. Cats, no. Panthers, no. Florida, no. All right, on the same side. Sam Bennett, goal.
Nice.
William Nylander, I like that. With the broken wall in net, I have to sweat my under 6 total I did from yesterday. I would love to see the Panthers lose. I don't like them. I would love to see the Leafs lose. Their fans or something else. Not crazy confident with Castoli is in net. No, he's not. Sam Bennett, L. I hope Sam Bennett gets hit a couple of times. Not enough to hurt him, but just to wobble him a little bit. Wool better fight him. Untouchable gets it. Panthers are going to kill the win. That's what they have to do. They can't actually win actual games. Wool is my favorite minus 300 fade type goalie in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
All my plays, there you go. Check them out, 100%. Panthers are savages. Yes, Leafs all the way. Let's go. Stillars got the Kadri treatment by Bennett. The Panthers will smash anyone in the NHL. Doesn't matter who team. Panthers, everything today. Townsend. They're against Townsend today. Yes, they should win. I wouldn't be surprised if that game gets canceled due to rain. Because if Virginia goes and plays Townsend, although Virginia needs wins. So
Do they
I don't
need
know.
wins versus the Townsend Tigers, though?
No. Virginia's got Miami coming up this weekend. And I think they finished with Virginia Tech, which if they could take care of those two series, then Virginia's looking at an at-large. But you're allowed to fight in hockey. It's natural, though. A shot to the head when he wasn't looking. Yeah, that's not right. All right, Nick. Let's go to this one. Last final game.
Yeah, and this is a tricky series for me. I'll just be straight up. This is a tricky series for me. Because actually I have a feeling this is going to be one of those not reactionary series, but like I'm interested in the Dallas Stars when they're at home in this series. I'm more interested in Winnipeg when they're at home. I'm on the Jets at even money in this game, in this spot. And I think in a really interesting stat. And here's the thing, though, and this is more of an angle that I think I've been on these the last few times as well, because I've been somebody who's been fading the Stars in the playoffs a decent amount the last few years. And so I've been on a bunch of these, so I feel like I can play this angle and be like, yeah, I like this angle. I play it with confidence and stuff like that. Pete DeBoer, as the head coach of the Dallas Stars, in Game 1, 0-8. He's lost every single Game 1 of a playoff series. He lost to the Colorado Avalanche 5-1 in Game 1. He lost Game 1 to the Oilers in the Western Conference Finals. He lost Game 1 to the Vegas Golden Knights in the first round last year. He lost Game 1 to Colorado in the second round last year. He's lost every single Game 1 he's coached with the Dallas Stars. Now, if there's ever a Game 1 he would win, probably is against this Winnipeg Jets team coming off of a double overtime win where they scored 2 goals within the last 2 minutes to force overtime and win double overtime. So that is something as well. But for me, also we're seeing Scheifele could be back in this game. And I believe they said Morrissey potentially is back as well. Morrissey is out. It remains out, but Scheifele is a game-time decision for tonight. So that's something to keep in mind there. But for me, I'm going to be on the Winnipeg Jets. I'll probably look more towards Dallas when this series heads back to Texas. But as for the first game here, I'm on Winnipeg.
Sounds good. I'll go put Winnipeg up for you. You can go back to the chat. I'm going to be creating a post because when I was clicking and looking at college baseball, I'm going to make a post because according to DraftKings, ECU to make Omaha is plus 1,000. Yeah, I'm going to go through and tell you some teams real quick that are equal to, so plus 1,000 or worse odds to make Omaha that are going to be in the field. Because
they're still expecting ECU to win the tournament.
Yeah. Miami, who could host a regional. Virginia, who was preseason number 2. Southern Miss, who could realistically still host. UTSA, who's currently got a 6-game lead in the American. Sela, who is going to be in the field. Troy, who's going to be in the field. Kansas State, who's going to be in the field. USC, who's going to be in the field. Northeastern, who's going to be in the field. Like Cal Poly, Western Kentucky. It doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense that ECU is still a 10-1 of teams to make the 2025 Men's College World Series. By the way, if you want to look at the top teams that they think are going to make Omaha, according to the betting odds, the Omaha 8, Arkansas, minus 200. Tennessee, minus 170. LSU minus 115. Georgia, even money. A&M 165. Texas 180. A&M's got better odds to make Omaha than Texas.
Number one team. Wow.
UNC 180. Vanderbilt 200. 7 out of 8 SEC schools. Sorry, I was looking at college baseball stuff, and that's just mind-frickin' for some of these. Anyways, I will put up the Jets for you. Nick, you can go to the chat.
Yeah. Let's see. Jets money line. Draw and stars. JETS, Jets. Jets are flying tonight, hopefully. Gosh, I'm the lone and only star supporter. Lone Star. Ice, no, come on. You got to be on the Jets tonight. I don't know what to think about think of total playoff. It is tight defense. That's fair. No Shifley. Game time decision. Well, why? Yeah. Winnipeg puck line. Helly's going to be comfortable tonight. The Jets give their fans false hope before by winning game 1 before losing in 6. I think losing in 7, but yeah. I can see it. Jets are strong on home ice. There you go. But that is everything for today's card time.
Yay! Woo-hoo. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I'll post the card up for members only in a little while. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. We still have no outro, so peace out.